After day improves.
It won't.
Not with that fucking attitude.
Next time on Landman.
Embezzlement, insurance fraud, wire fraud.
Cammy's name is on everything.
In the cutthroat world of West Texas oil, where billions flow from black gold and betrayal cuts deeper than any drill bit, Tommy Norris has been pushed too far. Fired, betrayed, and left with nothing but his name and a burning rage, the man who once fixed everyone else's messes is now ready to burn it all down. This isn't just business anymore. It's Tommy's revenge, and the bloody oil game is about to turn deadly. The screen fades from black with the low rumble of rigs pumping under a blood-red sunset. A gravelly voice, Tommy's, cuts through. They took my job. They took my trust. They thought I'd crawl away quiet. But quiet men don't stay quiet when you kick them enough. Cut to quick flashes. Tommy slamming a truck door, eyes hard as steel. Cammy Miller in her sleek office, smirking like she owns the world. Galino lighting a cigar with a cold smile. Cartel shadows behind him. Cooper looking worried in a dusty field office. Tommy's voice continues, low and dangerous. I built M-Techs from dirt and deals. I kept the wolves at bay while they counted their money. Then Cammy pulled the trigger, fired me like yesterday's trash, said I was too cautious, too careful. Well, caution's over. Now it's time they learn what happens when you cross a man with nothing left to lose. Suspense builds with heavy breathing over engine roars. First, I take back what's mine. Cooper's wells, the ones that struck black gold. They were supposed to be bought out by M-Techs. Papers never got signed. That means opportunity. I partner up quiet, pull strings nobody sees coming. Galino thinks he's got leverage with his dirty money. He don't know I got dirt on him too, enough to bury his whole empire if I play it right. A beat. Tension thickens. But revenge ain't clean. It bleeds. Old enemies resurface. My father TL rolls in from his wheelchair with secrets I buried long ago, warning me the game's bigger than one company. Ainsley, my girl, she sees the storm coming and begs me to stop before it swallows us all. Angela tries to hold the family together, but even she knows blood's gonna spill. Tommy's tone hardens. Cammy thinks she's queen now, running M-Techs into risky plays that could crash everything. She don't see me moving in the shadows. Buying up leases she overlooked, turning roughnecks loyal to me, whispering to regulators about her shortcuts. Galino? He sent his boys after my boy once. Never again. I got friends in low places now, and they're hungry. The pace quickens. One wrong move, and the whole Permian Basin lights up. Cartels, billionaires, family, everybody wants a piece. But I'm done playing defense. This time, I strike first. Hard, bloody, final. A dramatic pause. They wanted a war? They got one. Tommy Norris is coming for everything they stole, and more. The oil game's about to get real ugly. The voice drops to a whisper. Welcome to Season 3, where revenge don't ask permission. It just takes. The dust settles on Tommy's new empire, but peace never lasts in the oil patch. So, CTT Oil exploration and cattle roars to life. Rigs spinning, checks clearing, family names on the letterhead. Cooper runs point as president, young blood full of fire. Tommy pulls strings as senior VP, eyes sharp for threats. TL calls shots from his chair like a general. Dale hunts new plays. Rebecca keeps the lawyers at bay, and the crew shares the profits like blood brothers. For a heartbeat, it feels like victory. Tommy stands on a ridge at dawn, watching black gold pump, and mutters, "We built this. No more bowing." But Galino's money comes with chains. The $44 million loan sits heavy, interest ticking like a bomb. Danny Morrell, smiling through cigar smoke, reminds Tommy in a quiet Midland backroom. Miss a payment, and I start collecting differently. Family first. Tommy nods, jaw tight. He knows the cartel doesn't forgive debts. They collect in blood. Shadows lengthen around CTT wells. Strange trucks idling at night. Whispers from roughnecks about eyes watching from the scrub. Cammy Miller refuses to fade. M-Techs crumbles under her wild bets. Over-leveraged rigs, shady partners, shortcuts that scream desperation. She watches Tommy's success from her glass tower, face pale with fury. He thinks he can steal my game? She hisses to empty rooms. She digs into old files, uncovers dirt Tommy buried years ago, a forgotten lease dispute, a payout that smelled wrong. Lawyers circle like vultures. Cammy leaks rumors to regulators, paints CTT as cartel-tainted. Inspectors show up unannounced, shutting down pads for safety violations. Tommy's phone blows up. Fines, delays, crews grumbling. Worse, the past hunts Tommy. TL drops a bomb over whiskey one night. Son, you think this is just about oil? Galino's reach goes deeper than you know. He had eyes on M-Tex long before you did. Old cartel grudges resurface. Jimenez's men, the ones who nailed Tommy's thigh in season 1, now whisper revenge. A rig hand turns up beaten near a CTT site, by him, message carved in his arm, pay up or bleed. Tommy stares at the photo, rage boiling. They want war, they'll get it. Family cracks under pressure. Angela begs Tommy to walk away. We have enough, let it go before it takes us all. Ainsley, back from college, sees the darkness in her dad's eyes and pulls away, scared of the man he's becoming. Cooper pushes harder, drilling faster to prove himself, but Ariana warns him, this buzz you're chasing, it killed men before you. One night, Cooper finds a noose hung on his truck mirror, silent threat from Galino's crew. He hides it from Tommy, but fear creeps in. Tommy moves like a ghost now. He buys up forgotten leases Cammy ignored, flips them quick for cash to chip at the debt. He turns roughnecks against M-Tech spies, plants false trails to throw off investigators. But every win costs. A deal goes south. Partner pulls out after cartel pressure. Money runs thin. Tommy skips sleep, pops pills, stares at coyotes in the moonlight like they're judging him. I started this for revenge, he growls to the dark. Now it's survival. The noose tightens. Galino calls in a favor. One more jam, Quiet, or your boy Cooper pays. Tommy knows what it means. Dirty land, blood-soaked titles. Refuse, and CTT collapses. Accept, and he becomes the monster he fought. He loads his truck at midnight, gun in the glove box, face set like stone. They pushed me here. Now watch me push back. Suspense coils tighter. Rigs groan under floodlights. Phones ring unanswered. Shadows move. Tommy Norris isn't fixing problems anymore. He's making them. And in the Permian, when revenge turns bloody, nobody walks away clean. The game escalates. Alliances shatter. Bodies drop. Tommy's revenge? It's just getting started. Midnight in the Permian, floodlights carve harsh shadows across the CTT rig site. Tommy stands alone beside his truck, staring at the noose still dangling from Cooper's mirror. He cuts it down with a pocket knife, rope fibers snapping like brittle gnaw bones. They don't scare me, he says to the empty dark. They just make me meaner. He pockets the rope, evidence now, not threat, and drives into the night toward Midland. Galino's call comes at 2 a.m., voice calm, almost fatherly. Tommy, my friend, you got my message? Tommy grips the wheel until knuckles bleach. I got it. What's the job? Galino chuckles low. Simple. There's a lease block north of your new pads, prime Permian rock, but the title's tangled in old cartel blood. Family won't sell clean. You make us sell dirty? Quiet. No paper trailer back to me. Tommy's silence stretches. Galino adds, or I collect on the $44 million tomorrow, starting with your son's pretty face. Click. Tommy doesn't sleep. Dawn finds him in a rundown diner outside Odessa, meeting a fixer named Ruiz, ex-cartel, now freelance muscle with a scar across his throat. Ruiz slides a folder, photos of the lease owners, an elderly couple hiding on a rundown ranch, kids long gone. They know who wants it, Ruiz rasps. They won't sign, not without force. Tommy stares at the pictures. I don't do families. Ruiz shrugs. Then Galino does yours. Tommy exhales slow. Tell him it's done. Back at CTT headquarters, a converted trailer turned war room, tension chokes the air. Cooper storms in, face flushed. Dad, inspectors hit us again. 3 pads shut down. Cammy's fingerprints all over it. Tommy nods, calm on the surface. She's bleeding. Desperate people bite hardest. Cooper slams a fist on the table. We fight back. Hit her where it hurts. Tommy's eyes flick to the window, shadows moving outside. We will, but smart, not loud. Cammy makes her move that afternoon. Press conference in Houston. MTEX announces a massive new joint venture with an unnamed foreign investor. Cameras flash as she smiles sharp. We're doubling down on the Permian. Clean energy future starts here. Behind the podium, a slide shows maps overlapping CTT's best leases. Tommy watches on his phone in the truck, jaw locked. She's not just fighting, she's trying to swallow him whole. That night, the ranch job goes sideways. Tommy and Ruiz roll up quiet, headlights off. The old man waits on the porch with a shotgun. I know why you're here. Tommy steps forward, hands up. We can talk money. Fair price. The wife appears behind, eyes terrified. They already came once. Threatened our grandkids. Tommy freezes. Who? The old man spits. Your friend with the cigars. Galino played both sides. Pressured them first. Now sends Tommy to finish. Trap. Gunfire erupts. Ruiz drops. Chest blooming red. Tommy dives behind the truck. Returns fire. 2 shots, one hits a shadow in the scrub. Tires screech as attackers flee. The old couple huddles inside. Tommy kicks the door open, gun lowered. I'm not them. The old man lowers his shotgun slow. Prove it. Tommy tosses his phone, open to Galino's last call log. He set us all up. Help me end this. Word spreads fast. Roughnecks loyal to Tommy start whispering. MTEX crews notice rigs sitting idle. Suppliers suddenly out of stock. Cammy's empire frays. She finds her office vandalized, files shredded, one word spray painted across her desk. Payback. Tommy returns to CTT at dawn, blood on his sleeve. Ruiz's folder clutched tight. Cooper waits, Ariana beside him, face pale. What happened? Tommy drops the folder. Galino's playing chess. We're pawns. Cooper's voice cracks. Then we stop being pawns. Tommy looks at his son, really looks, and nods. We burn the board. The Permian holds its breath. Rigs pump. Debts mount. Secrets bleed. Tommy Norris no longer chases revenge. He hunts. And when the hunter becomes the hunted, the oil game turns red. One move left. One chance to flip everything. The bloody endgame begins now. The Permian Basin wakes to sirens and smoke. Dawn breaks bloody over the horizon as Tommy's truck tears down a backroad lease road. Dust plume rising like a war signal. In the passenger seat, the old rancher's folder, now stained with Ruiz's blood, and a burner phone recording every word from last night's double cross. Tommy's voice raw from no sleep. Galino wanted me to be the hammer. Instead, I'm the anvil. He dials one last number, federal agent he kept in his back pocket since the MTEX days. You still want cartel dirt? I got a gift-wrapped package, but you move fast, or bodies keep dropping. CTT headquarters buzzes like a kicked hive. Cooper stands at the map wall, marking red X's over threatened pads. Ariana beside him, hand on his arm. Your dad's not coming back the same man. Cooper nods, eyes hard. He never was. TL rolls in slow, face carved from stone. Boy, you listening? This ain't just revenge no more. It's legacy. You either end it clean or it ends you dirty. Tommy bursts through the door minutes later, folder slamming on the table. Galino set the trap to take us all. He pressured the ranch first, then sent me to finish. Ruiz is dead because of it, but I got proof, audio, photos, his own voice admitting the play. The room stills. Angela steps forward, voice shaking. Tommy, stop. Walk away. We can sell what we have, pay him off, disappear. Tommy looks at her, really looks, and for the first time, something cracks. I tried disappearing once. Didn't work. They always find you. Ainsley appears in the doorway, backpack slung, eyes red. Dad, I can't watch you become this. Tommy swallows hard. Then don't watch. Help me finish it right. Cammy's final gambit hits at noon. MTEX announces a hostile takeover bid for CTT's prime assets. Public filing, press release screaming across every oil wire. MTEX reclaims what's rightfully ours, the statement reads. Cammy stands at a podium in Dallas, chin high. Tommy Norris stole from this company. Today we take it back. But Tommy's already 3 steps ahead. He leaks the Ruiz audio to every major outlet simultaneously. Galino's voice clear as day, naming names, admitting cartel leverage on MTEX deals years back. Regulators scramble. SEC freezes MTEX accounts pending investigation. Cammy's phone goes dark as investors bolt. Galino feels the heat last. His Midland compound, armed gates, cameras, muscle, suddenly quiet. Tommy drives straight there at dusk, alone, no gun visible. Guards let him through. Word spread fast that the game flipped. Galino waits on the patio, cigar unlit, face calm. You got balls coming here, Norris. Tommy stops 10 feet away. You wanted my family? You get me instead. He tosses the burner phone at Galino's feet. Every call, every threat recorded. Feds are listening right now. Your empire's done. Walk away quiet or they take everything, including you. Galino studies him long, then laughs once, sharp. You think this ends clean? Tommy steps closer. It ends today. Debt's wiped. You disappear. Or I make sure the cartel you betrayed hears every word you said about them. Galino's smile fades. He nods once. Deal. Tommy turns, walks back to his truck without looking. Behind him, Galino lights the cigar, final puff of a dying king. Night falls. CTT rigs glow under floodlights again. Crews back to work. No shadows lurking. Tommy stands on the ridge where it started, watching pumps nod like old friends. Cooper joins him, silent a long minute. We won. Tommy exhales slow. We survived. Ainsley and Angela appear below, waiting. TL rolls up last. Proud of you, son. Now go home. But the camera lingers on Tommy's face, eyes still hard, a faint scar from old wounds catching the light. He mutters to the wind, revenge don't sleep, it just waits for the next fool. Fade to black on the endless rigs, the Permian whispering promises and threats in equal measure. One final voiceover, Tommy's, low and certain. They thought they'd break me. Instead, they made me unbreakable. This is the oil game now, and I'm still playing. The screen cuts to white text. Landman, Season 3. Tommy's Revenge. The Bloody Oil Game. Coming soon. The end? Or just the beginning, Section 5. The Permian never sleeps, but tonight it holds its breath. Floodlights flicker across endless rows of nodding donkeys, each one pumping like a heartbeat that refuses to quit. Tommy Norris stands on the same ridge where the revenge began. Wind whipping dust across his boots. The burner phone is gone. Galino vanished into whatever shadows swallow men like him. MTEX crumbling under federal freezes and investor flight. CTT rigs turn again. Clean, loud, profitable. Crew slapbacks, checks clear, laughter echoes over the hum of engines. For the first time in years, Tommy allows himself a small, tired smile. But victory tastes like ash when you pay in blood. Inside the trailer that serves as CTT's nerve center, the family gathers under harsh fluorescent light. Cooper leans against the wall, arms crossed, still wired from the adrenaline. Ariana sits close, fingers laced through his. Ainsley perches on a folding chair, eyes flicking between her father and the door like she expects trouble to walk through any second. Angela stands by the coffee pot, pouring cups nobody asked for. Habit, more than comfort. TL rolls to the head of the scarred table, voice gravel. You think it's over, son? Tommy sets his hat down slow. Galino's gone. Cammy's done. Debt's wiped. We own the play now. He looks around the room, his blood, his empire. We won. TL snorts. Winning don't mean safe. You cut one head off the snake, 2 more grow. Cartel money don't disappear. It just finds a new pocket. He taps the arm of his chair. And you made enemies bigger than Galino tonight. Feds don't forget favors. Politicians who lost campaign cash from MTEX won't either. You painted a target on this family. Cooper straightens. Then we armor up. Double security, new lawyers, diversify the leases. We don't hide, we build higher. His voice carries the same fire Tommy once had. Tommy studies his son, sees the mirror of his own younger self, and feels a pang he can't name. Ainsley speaks quiet, almost lost in the room's hum. I don't want to live like this, looking over our shoulders forever. Dad, is this really what you wanted when you started? Tommy meets her gaze. For once, he doesn't have the quick answer. I wanted them to pay for what they took. They did, but paying don't come free. Angela sets a cup in front of him, hand lingering on his shoulder. We can still walk, sell enough to clear the board, move somewhere. The oil don't whisper threats every night. Tommy covers her hand with his. Maybe tomorrow, not tonight. The burner he thought was dead buzzes once on the table. Everyone freezes. Tommy picks it up slow. Unknown number. He answers on speaker. A voice, calm, accented, unfamiliar. Mr. Norris, congratulations. You removed a problem for us. Galena was inconvenient. But problems create opportunities. We have a proposition. Same game, better players, bigger stakes. You in? Tommy's thumb hovers over the end button. The room waits, air thick. He looks at Cooper, eager, ready to fight. At Ainsley, scared, pleading silent. At Angela, steady but weary. At TL, watching like he already knows the answer. Tommy exhales through his nose. Tell your people this. Tommy Norris don't take orders, he gives them. If you want to talk business, you come to my table, my rules, or stay in the dark where you belong. A soft laugh on the line. Bold, we'll see how long that lasts. Click, Tommy drops the phone, screen cracking against the table. He stands, walks to the window, stares out at the rigs glowing under the moon. They think one snake's gone means the pit's empty. He turns back to his family. It ain't, never will be. Cooper steps forward. Then we fight smarter, harder, together. Ainsley rises, voice steady now. Not without me. If this is our life, I'm in it. All the way. Angela nods once, fierce. Family first, always was. TL smiles thin. That's the Norris way. Tommy looks at them. His anchors, his reasons, his weapons. The weight of what's coming settles heavy, but he squares his shoulders. Then we don't just survive the bloody oil game. We own it. Outside, a rig flares bright against the night sky, flame licking upward like a promise or a warning. Voiceover, Tommy's, low, final, unbreakable. They came for my job, my family, my name. They took pieces, left scars. But scars don't kill you, they sharpen you. This ain't the end of the fight. It's the beginning of the dynasty. Tommy Norris isn't done, not by a long damn shot. Screen fades to black. White text burns in. Landman Season 3. Tommy's revenge, the bloody oil game. But revenge was only the spark. The fire is just getting started, coming 2026.